a business, man. Well, if y'all are trying to make display your business, don't forget that aside from display trivia, you can actually earn on this app by posting, right? You know this, right? So yeah, post some stuff, post videos, post photos. You literally get paid to post. Tap that support me button on people's posts, help them get paid. But if you're sticking around for trivia right now, here's how it's gonna work. We're gonna spin this wheel to determine our prize pot. As you can see, there's $1,000, $2,500, and $5,000 up for grabs. Let's do it. Let's find out our prize. Have you all been posting on display? Let me know in the chat right now. I want to know. Who's been posting on display? Ooh, 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 ooh. We're playing for $1,000. Yes. For a moment, I thought I sounded like a monkey. But hey, I'm your trivia host, Sarah Pribis. Guys, here's how it's going to work in just a second. We're going to come back. 10 questions are going to pop up on your screen. If you get them all right, you win a piece of that $1,000 prize pot. We'll be right back.
Welcome to Display Tips. Let's get introduced to Profile. Tap the profile on bottom right of screen. Here, you can personalize your display experience. Tap the pencil icon to edit your profile picture, cover photo, basic user info including contact, and link to your other social media accounts. Select your preferred language. Identify top friends and family members. You can also create and manage your communities here. Watch for more tips on Display TV.
Y'all, Halloween is coming up and I still have no idea what I'm going to be for the rest of my life. It's October. Rabbit, rabbit. Okay, so it's a few hours past when I woke up, but I still remembered to say it on the first of the month, so that still counts for good luck, right? Right? Listen, my luck is your luck, and your luck means a win in display trivia tonight, where we have got $1,000 up for grabs. So here's how you're going to do it. You got to answer 10 questions correctly. You've got 10 seconds to answer each one. Choose wisely, because once you tap, there's no going back. If you miss one, you're no longer eligible for the money, but you are eligible to stay in the game and play. You got it? You got it? Good. Let's do the darn thing. Here we go. Question 1. Which of the following is not a suit in a deck of cards? Diamonds, hearts, blue. Which of the following is not a suit in a deck of cards? Diamonds, hearts, blue. Which is not a suit in a deck of cards and also not a suit you need in your closet unless you are Al Capone? Pinstripe. Leave that one to the bootleggers. Also, bootleggers, maybe just boots that cover your feet and ankles will do the trick. A lot of fashion faux pas here today, a lot, but that's okay. We have plenty of time to make a swift recovery. A standard deck of cards has 4 suits: diamonds, hearts, spades, and clubs. And this cool one that I'm wearing today. Not a lot of blue going on there, but I'm given the green light to move into question 2. Select the item that is not traditionally used to hold up a pair of pants. Belt, bow tie, suspenders. Select the item that is not traditionally used to hold up a pair of pants. Belt, bow tie, suspenders. I mean, in theory, you can use just about anything to hold up a pair of pants. Hands, always a good option if you're low on cash and resources. A lot of Gen Z on social media are using shoestrings. To each his own. To each their own. However you want to hold up your pants, it's your business. Heck, if you don't even want to wear pants, as long as your Zoom camera stays securely upright, nobody's got to know. Your secret's safe with me. Let's not make like belts or suspenders and hold up this game any longer. Q3. Which religious group holds services in a place of worship known as a synagogue? Buddhists, Jews, Mormons. Which religious group holds services in a place of worship known as a synagogue? Buddhists, Jews, Mormons. They hold services, but do they provide services? Can I get a mani-pedi while I talk to the man upstairs? I doubt he minds. I mean, if it's a man up there, what could he possibly be so busy with anyway? Picking his fantasy football draft? Jamming with his old college roommate on guitar? Let them stay up there. More room for us girls to get mani-pedis and have a spa day. Woohoo! Although many faith backgrounds use many types of venues to connect to their higher power, a synagogue is a house of worship for the Jewish people. Did you get by on that question with a wish and a prayer? If so, you're gonna need some luck to make it through this game. Question 4. The horror anthology series created by Ryan Murphy has not existed in which of the following versions? Boardwalk, Asylum, Hotel. The horror anthology series created by Ryan Murphy has not existed in which of the following versions? Boardwalk, Asylum, Hotel. Ryan Murphy has served as showrunner to many, many successful TV series, but this might be one of his best known and also one of his most disturbing. Every season takes place in a different creepy location, and even if you think that it wasn't creepy, well, I bet he'll find a way to make it creepy. One season of this show is just 1984. Not sure how you make a whole entire year creepy, but this guy managed to do it. Okay, in 1984's defense, it's arguably one of the creepier years, but only because of George Orwell's book. We've gotten spooked in Asylum and hotel versions of this show, but not Boardwalk. Question 5. This late night host recently ended his long-running show. Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, John Oliver. This late night host recently ended his long-running show. Jimmy Fallon, Conan O'Brien, John Oliver. He's off the airwaves, but still on the radio waves. Or podcast waves. Regardless of the waves, I seriously doubt he's surfing any waves. He's very much an indoor type, this guy. But we love him for it. I think most showbiz types tend to be indoorsy, which is good. Because as far as we know, they only exist inside their studios. What? Have you ever seen Jay Leno out on the street getting a cup of coffee? That's what I thought. Former TBS and NBC host Conan O'Brien just signed off his show for the last time. But you know comedy's second favorite redhead, Carrot Top is the first, always has something up his sleeve. Question 6. All of the following birds lack the ability to fly in the air except ostrich, quail, penguin. All of the following birds lack the ability to fly in the air except ostrich, quail, penguin. Unlike Troy and Gabriella from High School Musical, most of these little birdies are not soaring flying. Basically a bunch of stars in heaven they can't reach, but I'm sure they'll find their niche elsewhere. Maybe running extremely fast on land, or diving through the deep to catch fish, or maybe they're breaking free out of their elements. Yeah, like Troy does when he's always played basketball, but then decides to audition for the play and gets the part. He contains multitudes. Although they're not super prone to flight, a quail can fly. Look, just because they don't want to doesn't mean they won't. Question 7. An Icelandic recording artist famously wore an Oscars dress that resembled what animal? Swan, gazelle, butterfly. An Icelandic recording artist famously wore an Oscars dress that resembled what animal? Swan, gazelle, butterfly. This recording artist is known for being a tad off kilter, but I have to think in her home country of Iceland, she's got to be pretty run-of-the-mill. I mean, this is the land of fire and ice. It's known for having volcanoes and glaciers. And apparently a huge percentage of adult people who live there believe in fairies. Sounds like a whole country of Phoebe Buffets. And honestly, sounds great. All-day smelly cat concerts? I am in! This recording artist is Bjork, and she made headlines when she wore a dress shaped like a swan to the awards ceremony. Maybe not one of the best ideas she's hatched? Question 8. Play-Doh was originally invented to remove what substance from wallpaper? Crayon markings, coal residue, cobwebs. Play-Doh was originally invented to remove what substance from wallpaper? Crayon markings, coal residue, cobwebs. Hey, are you going to use that to clean up the walls? I want it to Play-Doh. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was my impression of a kid who helped name this toy. My name's Sarah Pribis. You've been a great audience, and you are still being a great audience. Yeah, because we're not yet done with this game. All right, yep, stay seated. We still got a few more questions. It's true. This toy began its life as anything but. In fact, I would argue a cleaning product is the exact opposite of a toy. But regardless, When homes stopped burning coal and transitioned to other cleaner forms of energy, there was no longer a need to remove the residue from the walls, and thus Play-Doh was rebranded and marketed as a toy. Now that's a pivot. Question 9. This ancient leader oversaw the construction of her own memorial at the site of Deir el-Bahari. Boudica, Hatshepsut, Semiramis. This ancient leader oversaw the construction of her own memorial at the site of Deir el-Bahari. Boudica, Hatshepsut, Semiramis. Talk about a girl boss. Takes a lot of forethought to run an empire. Takes even more to plan for the future. So far ahead, in fact, that you're like, yep, that's where I'm gonna die. Like all good businesswomen, she was just thinking about the long run. You know, running cost-benefit analysis, looking at charts and graphs. That's what business people do, right? Anyway, she assembled the right team to bring her dreams to fruition at Deir el-Bahari. Who runs the world? Girls like this one. An ancient Egyptian ruler, Hatshepsut commissioned and oversaw the construction of her own tomb in her lifetime. Fellow girl bosses Boudica of ancient England and Semiramis of Assyria deserve honorable mentions, though. It's time for the final question. Here we go. Question 10. This flower from the daisy family, used as a tea for its calming effect, is native to all of the following continents except Asia, North America, Africa. This flower from the daisy family, used as a tea for its calming effect, is native to all of the following continents except Asia, North America, Africa. Where in the world is this flower from? Well, that's the tea, isn't it? And in just a few seconds, we'll spill, but don't worry, we'll cool it down first. Don't want anyone to get burned, although some of you maybe have been burned by this quiz already tonight, so we're glad that you stuck around and stuck it out. You stayed to cheer on your competitors, and that takes a big slice of humble pie to go with this chamomile tea we're serving up tonight. Chamomile is found in all the best sleepy time tea blends, and although it's one of the most popular teas in North America, it's native to Europe, Africa, and Asia. Sip, there it is. Sip, there it is. Yes, bravo to all you winners. You came, you played, you slayed, you got paid. Starting October strong, starting the weekend strong. You so strong, you must be eating your veggies, display bees. Throw those scores in the chat, and of course, there's always more coming up next week. Plenty of questions, plenty of cash. Thanks as always for hanging with me, y'all. I'm Sarah Pribis, and I'll catch you Monday on display.